If you're traveling solo or in a group, literally anything can happen no matter where you're going and who you're going with. You're gonna wanna make sure when you're traveling that you're confident, you know exactly where you're going, what to do to minimize any chance for surprise. In this video, we're gonna talk about some of my top travel safety tips, whether you're traveling domestically or internationally. For those of you who are new here, my name's Natalie. I'm an aircraft interior designer. Here, I dive into the world of all things travel, aviation, and self-growth. I travel quite a bit and I'm always learning something new. If you're interested in anything I just said, be sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video, and let's get right into it. Tip number one that always helps me so much is just to overall research where I'm traveling. Any concerns for safety, protests, or crime of any kind, bad weather, disease. Overall, it's just a good idea to be prepared on where you're going, be well read on it. It'll help you navigate so much more with confidence. I love Googling and YouTubing these sorts of things just so I can binge everything that I can. Whenever you're posting on social media, do not post in real time. Literally don't post in real time. I am so notorious for this and I get called out so much on Instagram. It will look like I am in whatever place for like a whole month, 2 months. I just have a bunch of content that I want to post, but I'm literally not going to do it real time. Don't post it in real time because the ones who are creepy will click on that and they can see exactly where you're at. And if you haven't left yet, they might come up and they might try to, I don't know, they might try to just talk to you. They might not want anything else, but we also don't know what other motives they have. So we gotta be safe. I wait until I'm gone from that location or the second I'm getting into the car or going somewhere else to ensure, okay, yeah, nobody's following me today. Always have a portable charger. Chances are you're gonna have your camera out, you're gonna be taking lots of pictures, your phone battery's gonna go down a lot quicker than it would otherwise. You need to call for help. You definitely want a phone that's working. By having a wireless charger, something that's really small, actually, I've got one that I really love to use. Well, I've got a couple of them that I'll show you. Wait there. Here first, I'll show you the clutch charger, and it looks like this. It is literally so thin and so cute, and it's magnetic on the back. So when you take your phone, it just sticks to the back. Now it doesn't charge wirelessly, unfortunately. I'm hoping in like version 3 or whatever it is they're gonna do that they will have that capability. However, hardwire does tend to charge a little bit faster, I find. But it does have an integrated charger, hardwire there that you can just plug into your phone and it charges. So it's, I love it. I take this with me everywhere, whether I'm going out to an event in town or when I'm on the go. I take it with me on all my travels, but I do charge it every night whenever I'm traveling just to make sure that I don't run out of juice, like no matter what. But yeah, I love this thing. I'll link to it below as well because I literally just, this is my favorite wireless charger that I've ever had, and I've had a lot of wireless chargers over the years, and I never liked fumbling with like an external cable and having to have the two separate, and with these being together, I love the convenience of that. And then I've got one that I use for inside my carry-on luggage. It is a lot more heavy duty, but here's what it looks like. I just got it from Best Buy. I'll link this one down below as well, but this one lasts forever. Like, I really don't have to charge this one as much. Now, whenever I do plug it in, it does take a really, really long time to charge completely. I guess because it holds a lot of power, it just takes longer to charge. But I literally love this. Like, I have to have this as well whenever I travel. Also as well, if the outlets aren't working for whatever reason, or if you are just in a place where the electricity is just kind of not it, this is going to be perfect. This goes if you're staying at a hotel or if you're meeting someone and you get on well with them and you start like chatting with them for a little bit. Even if I am traveling solo, I don't let other people know about that. Now, if I'm there for like a work conference and I'm reconnecting with colleagues and things of that nature, then that's a little bit different. But otherwise, I've got my friend that I'm meeting or my family member. That way they know, oh, okay, she's not alone. This also goes for like making hotel reservations. Like, I always put like there's 2 people to the room. Even if there's not 2 people and it's just me, I still put that there's 2 people for that reservation. Just in case, you just never know. Somebody might be looking over your shoulder at the reservation you're trying to pull up when you're at the front desk. I just always put 2 people. Also, a lot of times at the front desk, they repeat it back and they'll ask, oh, for 2 people, oh, for 1 person. Like, if they're gonna do that, I would rather them say 2 2 people. Always check your hotel rooms for anything suspicious. I keep hearing on Instagram and YouTube these ladies that have found hidden cameras embedded in like their alarm clocks that are next to the nightstand, or maybe they're in the mirror somehow. This has never happened with me personally. I've even seen devices, and I do want to get this for myself. The more I travel and the more I see these cases come up, there are devices that can scan a room, I believe. It can somehow pick up where that lens is. So if I can find the device, I'll link it down below because it is something that I would really love to get. Let's talk demeanor when you're walking around and you're in a place that you're unfamiliar with. So generally speaking, I think that I'm a very warm and very nice person, but if I'm in an unfamiliar place or country, I'll be pleasant with strangers, but I wouldn't say that I look the most approachable, put it that way, unless I'm like at a conference and there's a bunch of people from the industry like around, then you know I'll feel a little bit more relaxed and like I can be myself. But overall, I don't carry as nice of a demeanor if it's just me and I'm unfamiliar with my surroundings, because I've always got my guards up. It's unfortunate that we have to do that, but we have to protect ourselves at the end of the day and just always be alert and aware of our surroundings. We're gonna want to plan transport. The main takeaway with planning transport ahead of time and how you're getting around the city is just so that you're not walking around looking lost, or at least minimizing the amount of times that you have to do that. Because if somebody looks too lost, any onlookers that have bad intentions could make you into a target, and we don't want that happening. So not all places with ground transport are going to be safe. For example, taking the bus in the United States, depending on what part of the United States you live in. Like where I live in San Antonio, Texas, it's not quite as common for people to take the bus. And in some cases, the bus might be considered not to be the safest form of transport. So most people do like Uber or Lyft, or they have a car that they're able to use. Then if you go overseas to like London, Monaco, Nice, it's taking the bus, a very common way to get around. There's also the train situation. Germany, and then like most European countries, it's like they've got their train travel nailed. They've got it down. It takes some time for me to get used to. I try to plan ahead as much as possible, especially when you're out in the open. I really don't like looking lost or looking around. I definitely try to plan ahead as much as possible, just so I'm not made a target for anybody with malintentions. If I do get lost and I just need to like pull off to the side and like get my life together, then I will go into the nearest like coffee shop, bookstore, wherever it is that happens to be in the surrounding area where I'm walking. There's a lot of people there. I Google what I need to on my phone. If I need to pull up a map or how to get somewhere, then that's what I do. I love walking with a purpose. Even in my home city, I walk with a purpose no matter where I'm going. Walk strongly, confidently. My head is held high. My shoulders are back. People with bad intentions target somebody who doesn't look as confident, who's like maybe got their nose buried in their phone, their shoulders are hunched over, whereas somebody walking with strength, confidence, and conviction, they don't look like they're gonna be a good time. They look like they're going to fight back. Another thing that's super helpful, if you happen to know anybody where you're going, making sure that they are aware of what you're doing and your whereabouts. That way you have that extra support there in case anything were to happen. Also, share your travel itinerary with your family, close friend that you trust. That way, if you are not as responsive as you normally would be, they can then launch investigation. It's good for other people to know what's happening just in case there is an emergency. So that's everything that I have for travel safety on this video. These are the biggest things that I make sure to implement whenever I'm traveling. None of it is super secretive, I would say. It's mainly just preparation and confidence building, so that way if a situation were to come up, I feel like I can handle that with confidence and I won't be caught by surprise. I would love for you guys to be able to feel the same way, and hopefully these tips help with that. Overall, just like keep your guard up. Don't bring it down. Even if you do feel comfortable where you're at, always be aware of your surroundings and never put too much trust in people. Like, I feel so weird saying that. We just have this really unique world these days where anybody is capable of anything. I really hope that this is helpful for your next trip. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss another upload. Thank you so much again for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in the next video.